Hello friends, it's Carrie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a wedding card for all of you, and I'm going to be featuring a lot of Lawn Fawn products. I've got this 6x6 that it's been well loved, as you can tell, from Lawn Fawn. This is a Let's Polka 6x6. And I've also have this stamp here. I'm not exactly sure the manufacturer. I have to look at the actual stamp. If I can find it, I will link it below. But I do believe that I bought this in store, like at Michael's or something like that. But I think that maybe you can still buy it. But I really do love this one for making wedding cards. So I thought I would make a tutorial with it for you guys today. And I've already prepped, as you can see, my cardstock here with my anti-static powder tool. And I'm taking my Versamark ink. This is a sticky watermark ink. I'm going to make sure that I got this really well uncovered because I don't want to have to restamp this. And I also want to make sure that I'm inking it up well because obviously I'm applying some embossing powder, and I want to make sure that all of these areas are really good and covered, and that it's a really good and crisp, clean, well-read sentiment since I'm embossing it. So I have gone ahead and, like I said, prepped my cardstock, and now I'm going to add the embossing powder here. This embossing powder is from Nuvo, Tonic Nuvo, whatever, and it is just plain silver. It's one of the ones that I have shown recently in my favorites, Crafty Favorites video. And I really do like how this embosses. It embosses really, really well, especially for sentiments. And I'm going to die cut this out. That's why I used a bigger piece of cardstock, because I wanted to make sure that I had plenty of wiggle room, if you will, to line up my die as I'm going to cut this out. So I'm applying just some regular washi tape to make sure that that doesn't shift in my die cut machine. And I've chosen two papers from the Let's Polka 6x6. And I love grays and aquas or mints together. It's really, really nice. I think it really works well for both female and male. And obviously, since this is a wedding card, it's for both, obviously, the couple itself. So I wanted to make it a card where it applies for both, obviously. So I've got a piece of mermaid cardstock here. This is from Lawn Fawn. A lot of Lawn Fawn today, but it obviously goes well with the pattern papers that I'm using. And I die cut a lot of pattern papers and a white cardstock panel off camera using some various dies from Hero Arts, MFT, and I believe Simon Says Stamp. The postage edge is from some Simon Says Stamp. Now I'm just going to take my Tombow Mono Glue here. I love using this liquid glue to adhere all of my pieces onto my card because it allows, again, that wiggle room. And you can kind of take your time, and it gives you just a little bit of time to adjust your pieces however you need to. So I've got my white piece down. Now I'm applying the gray striped, and now I'm going to apply the little heart pattern paper. And I'm really trying to use up a lot of my pattern papers. I will be starting a pattern paper series here very soon. I thought that would be something fun and different for my channel. So I plan on using pattern papers, making 3 cards from one pack. So look forward to that series coming up very soon. And but back to the card for today, I'm just going to go ahead and add some foam adhesive to my focal panel here. I'm applying a lot of this foam adhesive because obviously I did emboss, and this did warp just a little bit. And now, of course, I am mailing this. So I wanted to make sure that it is good and substantial whenever I'm mailing it through the mail. So that's why I was really generous with that foam adhesive. So I'm going to get that adhered into place. And I really do love how this is all coming together. So I thought I would go ahead and decorate the inside as well. And I'm going to be using another, again, Lawn Fawn set. This is called Happy Wedding. I believe this came out either last year or the year before, maybe 2015. And I am going to stamp these little wedding bells in mermaid ink, the same color as the card base. And we're just going to stamp that down right kind of toward the top of the middle there. Not quite center, but toward the top. And I'm going to add the congratulations sentiment right over that. And just really making a cute little sentiment there. And then I'm going to take the VersaFine ink, and as you know, if you've been watching my channel, I love this ink for sentiments. So I'm going to stamp that down over the bells there. I'm going to take the little married birds here. I think these are such adorable birds. And I'm just going to stamp this in the lower right hand corner in the Hippo ink. This matches the gray ink that we used, or the gray pattern paper that we used earlier. So I'm going to stamp that down in that corner there. To add just a little bit of color to her little flower in her hair or on her head, I'm going to take a Copic marker here. Before I do that, I guess I do have to adhere it first, don't I? So I'm going to just take my mono glue here and get that on the back there, and then just adhere that onto the card. And again, I'm loving the glue because, of course, the wiggle room. So I've got all that pressed into place. And then now I'm going to take that marker that I mentioned, the Copic marker, one that I just kind of grabbed, one that really kind of went with the cardstock that I was using, which is BG13. Just going to add just a little bit of color to her little flower there. And then I'm going to take my clear Wink of Stella and add a little bit of shimmer to the flower, as well as the bell on the bow of the bell, and then the little, the actual bells themselves toward the bottom there, or the inside of the bell there. So I'm going to just give it a little bit of something extra on the inside and a little bit of shimmer, and that will complete the card for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you on my next video. Thanks for watching.